And good afternoon. I'm Norah O'Donnell in Washington. It's Super Tuesday right here on MSNBC, where we're breaking down the polls, the politics, and the people in the 2008 presidential race. For the Democrats, it's all about Hillary, some say. President Bush says she's the likely winner, but her rivals are screaming not so fast. They're getting ready for a face-off tomorrow night in New Hampshire, and you can bet more than a few will try to chip away at Hillary's lead. And on the Republican side, it's all about money. Candidates are furiously trying to outraise each other in the all-important money race. And with no clear frontrunner in sight, it's still a wide-open race for the Republican ticket. No candidate for president will be able to avoid the subject of Iraq, and already a number of independent political groups are trying to steer the dialogue on the war. You may have seen a new commercial by a group called Freedom's Watch. Here's an injured veteran weighing in on staying the course in Iraq, saying, quote, "They attacked us on 9/11, and they will again. They won't stop in Iraq. It's no time to quit." Ari Fleischer is former White House press secretary for President Bush and is a board member for Freedom's Watch. Ari, welcome.
Thank you, Nora.
Many people have probably seen these ads running in the country. I've noticed them. One in particular, an injured veteran who's lost his leg, saying that we need to stay in Iraq because of 9/11. Iraq, though, had nothing to do with 9/11. Why those ads?
The point of the ads is that these are these veterans who have a very powerful voice about what's at stake in Iraq, and they know that al-Qaeda is in Iraq, and even though al-Qaeda had nothing, or Iraq had nothing to do with 9/11, they certainly are in Iraq now. And if we lose in Iraq, it becomes the second place, in addition to Pakistan, where they'll be able to plan for more attacks in our country.
Aren't you once again confusing the lines between 9/11 and Iraq? I mean, even the president who you worked for has said 9/11, that Iraq had nothing to do with 9/11.
The point is, we've been hit before, we're vulnerable, and we could be hit again just like on 9/11. It's not saying Iraq had anything to do with 9/11, but if we do lose in Iraq, if Iraq goes and just busts at the seams, it will become the second place for them to plan beyond Pakistan. That's where America becomes vulnerable again. That, Nora, is why we say we cannot lose in Iraq.
Who's funding those ads?
There's a wide group of people who are supporting Freedom's Watch. There's a group of former ambassadors, a group of business people. All have come around because, frankly, since the 2004 election, all the message, the power, the money, the passion has been on the left. And for the first time in years now, conservatives who believe in peace through strength are speaking out and fighting back.
There has been some reaction to that ad on the web, particularly on YouTube, and I want to play a clip to that. It's about a mother who also lost a son fighting in Iraq. Take a listen.
Ari Fleischer helped to deliver this country to the war in Iraq through a campaign of ignorance, negligence, and arrogance. Since then, we've learned the sad truth. Iraq did not attack us on 9/11.
Had you seen that?
I had not seen that, Nora.
You know, we're in the age of YouTube where anybody can post a video online, and someone has connected you, obviously, to Freedom Watch and these ads. And there's a mother who lost her son who said, what you're doing is wrong by being the spokesman for this group and sort of continuing to link 9/11 and Iraq.
Well, my fear is unless we win in Iraq, there are going to be a lot more mothers who lose a lot more children in this country. And that's why we cannot afford to lose in Iraq. And no, Iraq did not attack us. But there is going to be a next attack on America. Somebody somewhere is planning it, whether it's in Pakistan or somewhere else where al-Qaeda and other terrorists gather. It very well may be in Iraq, and that's why we cannot afford to lose. We don't need any more moms to lose any more children.
We are talking, of course, all day here on MSNBC. It's Super Tuesday. Every other Tuesday we cover politics, of course, and there is a big debate tomorrow night in New Hampshire. The Democrats, moderated by our own Tim Russert.
Yes.
All these candidates have talked about Iraq. Senator Clinton, the front runner, is saying that she will now vote against funding the war in Iraq.
Well, Senator Clinton has been a wonderful weather vane about whichever direction she wants to point on Iraq. It's very hard to tell where she is because she'll just turn and take whatever position is most handy to win her in a primary. She once was a hawk. She once voted for it. Then she started to hedge and to hem and to haw. And now she's hemmed and hawed all the way to the peacenik move-on camp. So it doesn't surprise me if that's the stance she's now taking.
Have you have you said who you're going to support in the Republican race?
Me personally or Freedom's Watch?
Has Freedom Watch had? No.
Freedom's Watch doesn't get involved in direct electoral campaigns. We're much more concerned with ideology of peace through strength. Me personally, no. I'm neutral on the race. I think the Republican side, Nora, absolutely wide open. It just amazes me. A party as hierarchical as Republicans, we almost always know who's next.
But you're a New Yorker, Ari. You're not for Rudy Giuliani. I think people will be surprised about that.
No, I am very neutral in this campaign. I like Rudy a lot. I like Fred Thompson a lot. I like Mitt Romney a lot. But I think it's wide open, and I'm still waiting to see if somebody will grab me personally. It hasn't happened yet, but I do like all three.
Ari Fleischer, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you, Nora.